you know, let him navigate and figure that out in his own.
But you took all of this time and you never spoke on any of these important issues: domestic violence, violence against women. And now you put this out as a way to monetize and make money. Of course, people got a problem with this. Did Saucy ask her what she thought about domestic violence? Like, did Saucy ask her what she thought about the tape with Cassie? Like, when you saw the tape with Cassie, what did you think? And now let's get to the NDA.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
I see people on the internet tearing Young Miami up for this latest episode of Caresha Please. This time, it's not just DJ Academics. I see the women very disappointed in what Young Miami had to say about this Diddy situation. I also see a lot of people mad at what she said about JT, but I'm going to leave that up to the girls. I'm going to sit here and react to what she said about Diddy. I might have to pause, so let's see what she had to say about No Diddy.
To Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved?
Oh, and I heard she was crying 3 minutes into the interview.
In everything. Like, everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Mm-hmm. Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy and brought him into my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Rich Roulette in the split. All right on. Ari. Slap on my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program.
To Diddy.
Okay, so she said Diddy was on brand for her. I mean, on brand for her when it comes to a rich nigga and you taking all of his money. That was the brand for the city girls. So yeah, I guess that was on brand for her. And by the way, she said people thought she was Diddy's biggest cheerleader. I did see a lot of like Caresha was posting Diddy more than he was posting her.
I met Diddy at P-Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Mm-hmm. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. Mm-hmm. So why am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is how we used to laugh because I used to be like, damn, it's always, what's up, queen?
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era and that wasn't my experience. Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think Saucy Santana should have been the one to give this interview to her? Cause I see a lot of people saying, oh, this feel like it was rehearsed. You know, I see a lot of people feeling like it was fake, it was scripted. You know what would have helped Caresha if you didn't have your best friend, who I can just assume throughout the whole interview, he was bigging her up, you know, but basically like nothing. Was he challenging her throughout this interview? See, that's the question. Was Saucy actually challenging Caresha, saying, hold on, what about this? What about that? Because I don't think he would do that to his bestie, right?
Diddy at P-Party.
It's a while when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart. Like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person and that wasn't my experience.
It's a while when all...
Okay. Now, I do see a lot of people saying that Caresha was a victim of domestic violence, I guess in a previous relationship. I saw somebody tonight say that somebody told a story about Cassie laughing at Kim Porter when she found out that Diddy had slapped, I think they said Diddy slapped Kim Porter in front of Cassie, and Cassie was laughing. And my whole point is, this interview got people talking about everything when it comes to Diddy, Kim Porter, Cassie, but I guess the overall feeling is you see Caresha sitting by Diddy when he had all of these allegations, and they're saying that Cassie did the same thing when Diddy had allegations with Kim Porter. That doesn't take away anything that happened to Cassie either, but I'm just telling y'all some of the conversations I'm hearing. But you know, from these little clips, I don't see her really like bigging Diddy up. I think what she said was the truth. People was celebrating Diddy. That shit flipped on that nigga real fast.
It really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, you know, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me, and, you know, he elevated me, and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like, he know how to like find people and, you know, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like, he brought out like my jitsu side. Like, you know, my woman side. Like, it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me.
See, that's why people mad. This why they mad. But see, here's the thing. If you really think about everything that she's saying, she's talking about the Diddy that was successful in music. That's what Diddy saw in Mary J. Blige. That's what Diddy saw in all of them R&B artists. That's what Diddy, that's what he does. He finds talent and cultivates talent. And regardless of all of the shit that he into and all of the stuff that he did, you know, it's a reason that he was so successful. It's a reason why every conversation about black excellence, you had to have him included. And so I'm not really... I just don't think it's a time right now when people want to hear anybody lift up Diddy. They want everybody to bash Diddy. And obviously, that's why I told y'all, Saucy not giving her no bash Diddy questions. You see what I'm saying? Like, did Saucy ask her what she thought about domestic violence? Like, did Saucy ask her what she thought about the tape with Cassie? Like, when you saw the tape with Cassie, you know, what did you think? Because I feel like I didn't watch the interview, but I guarantee you, I'm watching these clips off of the Shade Room. If Saucy asked her that, it would be on the Shade Room. That would be one of them headers. Saucy asks Miami about the Cassie video. And see, that's my issue. That, like, you should have had... I saw people saying she should have did this interview with Jason Lee.
You know, like, baby girl, you more than music. You an icon. You a fucking mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like when all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. That was just me and my career. And my family, and just, you know, let him navigate and figure that out on his own. Because
so basically, when shit got hot, you packed up your Birkin bags and you took off. And I get it. I get it. Cause look, if she would have stayed with Diddy, y'all would really be crucifying her. If she stayed with Diddy, oh, y'all would be ready to... Y'all would have been begging JT to leave the City Girls. As a matter of fact, if Young Miami stayed with Diddy, JT's new album will go triple-double gold platinum. That's how much y'all would be trying to spite Young Miami. That's a fact. So, you know, I guess she did have to leave, but I guess some men look at it like, you know, oh, well, shit hot, now you want to go after he tricked on you and spent all this money. But I mean, damn, when you get accused of certain stuff, you can't blame a female for dipping out. But see, let me tell you the real issue about this. You took all of this time and never spoke on this situation. And I know you might have an NDA. I keep seeing a lot of people talk about she probably under an NDA with Diddy. But you took all of this time and you never spoke on any of these important issues: domestic violence, violence against women. And now you put this out as a way to monetize and make money. Of course, people got a problem with this. Because now you want to talk about it when it's convenient for you and you feel like you can monetize. Almost like, oh, I made y'all wait. So I know when I put this out, everybody gonna jump to it. Everybody gonna watch this. And I'm gonna check to see how many views this got real quick. See, it almost got 1 million views in 5 hours. And no disrespect to Caresha and JT, but for them, that's big numbers. And you see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I make people wait. Now they gon' come and grab and eat this shit up. And see, for Caresha, even if y'all watch this and y'all mad and y'all sharing it and y'all clipping it, it's still good for her because she making money. And I think a lot of y'all can feel that, and that's why y'all upset. And now let's get to the NDA. If you can't talk about this situation, and see, that goes back into the monetization part of this conversation. Because if you on an NDA, why you trying to make some money about the shit? If you know you can't say nothing. So it's like, oh, I'm going to say as little as possible, but I'm going to cash out. That don't feel good. But if you on an NDA, why would you get your ass up, put on makeup, call Saucy, and then you going to come and do an interview talking about a whole bunch of shit you ain't supposed to talk about? Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day. And do y'all think that she got a lawyer to look at this video? I'm sure she did. I'm sure she went through all... Hell, she might have even showed this to Diddy. Because she said they ain't together, not that they ain't cool. Now, you add that to the stuff that's going on with JT. Look, I didn't watch the interview, but I see a lot of females on Twitter and everywhere else. They don't like what she said about JT. So you add that on top of this Diddy shit that don't seem like it's wrapped too tight. You might make a lot of money off of this video. But I don't know how this is going to look for Caresha long term. And let me ask y'all, is Young Miami looking for an exit out of the game? Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. How many more Caresha pleases do y'all want to see after the Diddy shit? After the JT split? I think a part of the Caresha shit being so cool was, it was like, okay, they still a group, but they both doing, you know, they own shit right now, but they still cool and they can come back together. I think it was fun for people because it was like Caresha's side gig. But what about when you got to turn the side gig into your main gig? Will people fuck with that? Because what would it say? Remember, she was on Breakfast Club talking about, I don't really want to do a whole bunch of episodes, and JT sitting there like, you know what I mean? But now, what if you got to try to turn this into some shit you got to do once or twice a week? Can it survive? Will people fuck with you? Especially when they gonna be coming in with a lot of bad will, if you ask my opinion. Like, I don't know. Look, her and JT already have limited support. I did see a clip where she said she felt like her and JT wasn't selling them and they wasn't making no money. So you add that to some bad publicity, some bad press. I don't know how a full-time Caresha Please would look. I don't know how Young Miami, the influencer, will look. I don't know if she can do the Sweetie type shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.